Okay, so I have a 2005 Chevy Avalanche 1500. Would not start, would not crank. I would turn the key, nothing would happen. Just like this. Nothing. It's in park. Nothing happens. So, a week of that, and trying to bump my head against it, I came up with this. Wasn't getting power to certain places. So, everyone said to mess with the ignition wires and all that. Them ignition wires run to this area right here. That black and yellow wire that people tell you you're going to have to cut and do something to, that ends up right here. Okay, so that's that same wire. Anyway, I wasn't getting power to my fuel pump, and I wasn't getting power to my starter through my ignition, so I went and bought a new ignition. That didn't fix the problem. I got the little block that goes underneath the ignition housing. That didn't fix the problem. I tried relays. Here's my relay right here, off to the side, just sitting here. Right there. Extra little wires in case I have to make a jumper, because what I initially had to do is jump off my starter and my fuel pump in order to fix this. And I still am not sure if I am bypassed on the security, but my truck runs, and that's all that mattered to me at the time. But I did have to go purchase a $10 part, and I had a toggle switch laying around. So, what I installed is this. It's a push button start, cost me $10 at AutoZone. I wired it in. That switches to my fuel pump. For some reason, I have to turn the fuel pump on and let it run for a second and then switch it off. I don't understand it, so I just hooked up a toggle switch because I was tired of beating my face against it. So I ran the power wire from my stereo to my switch. That way it's ignition only. So when I turn the ignition on and the stereo comes on, the button comes on. You can press this button all day long. The truck will not start unless you flip the fuel pump on. And then you can flip the fuel pump off, and I guess gravity feeds it and the truck runs. Now, this is why I think if I leave this on and try to shut the truck off, the truck stays running, the AC does not work anymore. Done. When I flip this switch, the truck shuts off. I don't know why it works like that. I don't care. That's why I put the switch in. Because the truck was staying running after I turned the ignition off. After I did that and hooked the switch up, switch is off. Key is on. Indication lights. Switch is on. Truck is running. Truck died. See? Everything goes crazy again. Alright, so put the fuel pump back on, start it. Now the truck runs fine. I had to let it build up pressure, I guess. I guess once it builds up pressure, it's fine again. After I did this, my doors started unlocking like they're supposed to. My lights went off like they were supposed to when I shut the door or when I pressed the switch that kills that. So, is it the right fix? No. Something's wrong with it. Does it work? Yes. Because when that switch is off and I take this key and turn it off, my truck shuts off. It's good enough for me. I mean, I hope that this helps you get running, because that's all I cared about. And I could do that a million times, but see, I didn't let it build up pressure. So now, now I done flooded it. There we go. See, it works better than it did before, because it didn't fucking start. Now I think it has pressure. Nope. Fuck it. I'm riding with it on today. I mean, that's just, I don't care as long as it's running. I hope this helped. Like I said, I ran the power wire from my stereo to my button, and the number one spot, the number one post, and then I put a wire from here and I ran it all the way to the fuse panel in the starter position. That's this one. And then for the fuel, I just made a kill switch pretty much. I ran a power, this is the fuel pump one right here, and I ran that wire to this switch, and then out the other side of the switch, I ran it to the number 2 position on this. And it's a power port, I guess. I don't know. It worked for me. And then this just kills the power and the feed back and forth. I don't know. I guess gravity takes over. Maybe the truck starts realizing that it's driving and it's okay. I don't know. It works, though. I mean, if the truck dies when you flip the switch, don't flip the switch. I hope this is helpful. Please like, subscribe, and share.